Hello and welcome to UC San Diego's webinar for international transfer students. This webinar is for transfer students in F1 or J1 status who are starting at UC San Diego in fall 2013. On behalf of the UC San Diego international community, I am so happy to congratulate you on your admission to one of the top schools in the world with the best campus location. I hope you choose to call UC San Diego home. We hope the information you will receive today will help you prepare for your arrival. We are here to assist you throughout your academic program, as well as provide services that enhance the quality of your experience in the United States and contribute to your academic success at UC San Diego. During this webinar, we are here to assist you. My name is Dulce Dorado, and I, along with Lindsay Fogelman from Admissions, will explain the next steps that you need to take after getting admitted to UC San Diego. My colleagues, Grace Casa Silva from the International Center, Jennifer Atkins and Kevin Gallagher from Admissions, will respond to questions that you might have at the end of the webinar. Also, we will email this PowerPoint presentation to you and post a recorded version of this webinar on our website by next week. So please do not feel rushed to write down all the links and additional information included in the presentation. Today, we are going to talk about some important topics that relate to your arrival in San Diego and your studies at UC San Diego. We will cover the following topics. First, learn more about the International Students and Programs Office. We call ourselves ISPO, and Undergraduate Admissions. Complete the admissions process by accepting your admission and finishing the admissions process. Review the visa application process and how to apply for an I-20. Learn about orientation, other requirements, and how to find a place to live in San Diego. Get additional resources about our campus, and at the end of the webinar, we will give you 15 to 20 minutes to ask questions. So let's get started. But first, I'd like to explain the GoToWebinar control panel. If you would like to submit a question, you may send it through the question box. Jennifer, Lindsay, Grace, and Kevin will monitor the questions and respond to them after the formal presentation ends and until 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will make every effort to answer your questions, so please be patient. Throughout the webinar, I may ask you a few questions. You will notice a hand symbol on your control panel. Raise your hand by clicking on the hand and lower it by clicking it once more. So let's practice using this tool. Please raise your hand if you can hear me. Again, click on the hand symbol in the control panel. Okay, remember, click on the hand symbol if you can hear this presentation. Okay, great. Now let's try using the question tool. I'd like to know who is here. Please type your home country in the question box. Okay, it looks like we have students from Japan, Vietnam, China, Taiwan, South Korea, Hong Kong. Okay, great. So that's where you will be submitting questions if you have questions for both the International Center or the admission staff. During the last year, the UC San Diego International Students and Programs Office served nearly 3,800 international students at UC San Diego from more than 80 different countries. We provide pre-arrival information and orientation for new international students, as well as advising services for you and your family. You can come to us if you have any questions regarding your international student visa and status. In addition, we offer fun, cross-cultural programs and activities for all students at UC San Diego. For more information, you may visit our website at istudents.ucsd.edu. The UC San Diego Office of Admissions and Relations with Schools serves more than 82,000 undergraduate applicants each year and also works with current UC San Diego students on transferring coursework from other domestic and international institutions. It is the mission statement of the Office of Admissions and Relations with Schools that they attract and enroll a highly competitive undergraduate student body, increase the presence and awareness of UC San Diego to prospective students and their families, high schools, community colleges, and the general public. Encourage and increase educational relationships between UC San Diego and high schools, community colleges, and educational organizations. Please check the website at admissions.ucsd.edu for more information. Next, we will discuss how to complete the admissions process. But first, I want to conduct a poll. On your screen, please answer the following question. Have you submitted your intent to register at UC San Diego? Please select yes or no by clicking on the radio button. Okay, great. So it looks like about 2/3 of you have already submitted your intent to register at UC San Diego. Now I'd like to welcome my colleague, Lindsay Fogelman from Admissions, who will present on the next section.
Good afternoon. I'd like to say congratulations again on your admission to UC San Diego. Now that you've been admitted to the university, we will discuss what you need to do in order to complete the admissions process. The first item we're going to discuss is My Application. This website is very important for you during the application process. The website link is listed at the bottom of your screen right now. When you visit the link, you will be prompted to sign in, and you can see the screenshot on the right side of the screen right now. Once you are logged in, you can accept your offer of admission by completing the required documents online, which is your Statement of Intent to Register, or SIR, with your deposit. You can download flyers that have important information and deadlines, a document with a list of frequently asked questions, or FAQs, and their answers, and a guide for new students with important information about UC San Diego, like where to live, campus traditions, information about athletics and recreation, and much more. There will also be a link to your personalized checklist, which will include important information about your college orientation, housing, financial aid and health requirements, such as your TB screening and hepatitis B clearance requirements. This is also where you'll be able to track whether your transcripts or test scores have been received by our office, and you'll be able to see a list of all official documents and scores that were received. If you have not yet accepted your offer of admission, you have until June 1st to submit your statement of intent to register. To submit your SIR, visit My Application, select Review My Admission Offer, follow the prompts, and it will walk you through the process of submitting it. This will include completing your contract for provisional admission. At the time that you submit your SIR, you will also be required to pay your deposit. Payments can be made with a credit card, e-check from a U.S. bank account, or you can print a SIR voucher to mail in with a check to our cashier's office. Credit card payments are the preferred method. Part of the SIR process is also completing your Statement of Legal Residence, or SLR. This includes a long questionnaire that you will fill out that determines your residency status. Those of us on the webinar today are unable to answer any questions about residency for tuition purposes. Residency questions can only be accurately answered by our residency deputy from the registrar's office. Please review the website, which is available through the registrar's office website, and if you have additional questions, please utilize the Contact Us link on My Application to email questions regarding residency. Remember, this all must be completed by the 1st of June. If you have additional questions, please visit the FAQ document on our website for newly admitted students. The admissions checklist is loaded with a lot of important information for new students. If you accept your admissions offer, you will refer back to the checklist often over the next several months. Each time that you log in to My Application, your checklist will be the first page that you see. It is going to provide you with information about your status, including your college, major, and residence, and you will see a comprehensive list of categories that address a broad range of information, including information about upcoming deadlines, housing, orientation, transcripts and test scores, health and wellness, and contact information. You can go back and review the provisions of your admission offer. You can also find the link to apply for on-campus housing. On-campus housing is not mandatory, but it is highly recommended. You do need to meet the deadlines in order to maintain your on-campus housing guarantee. You can check here on My Application if transcripts and test scores have been received by our office, and you can check the review your health requirements, such as information about the mandatory health insurance and your required tuberculosis screening. Next, we will discuss your admissions provisions. All admission to UC San Diego is provisional pending successful completion of your final year of studies and the submission of all required transcripts and test scores to the admissions office. This means that your offer of admission could be canceled or withdrawn if you do not meet the requirements of your contract for provisional admission that you signed during the SIR process. Please note that we need original and official transcripts from all colleges and universities that you have attended, and we also need you to submit your original and official high school transcripts. I will discuss this more with the next slide. You must complete the classes that you listed on your application when you did your application update. If you dropped any classes or changed your schedule, you will likely be okay as long as you still meet the minimum transferable 60 semester units and have completed your 2 English composition courses, 1 math course, and 4 courses from the other categories, which we commonly refer to as the 7-course pattern. Please notify us of any changes you have made to your course schedule by using the Transfer Academic Update notification form online or the Contact Us link on my application. As an international student, you must earn B grades in both of your transferable English composition classes, or you must submit a valid TOEFL or IELTS score with the minimum required result, which would be an 83 for the TOEFL or a 7 on the IELTS, that was taken no later than February 2013 and no earlier than August 2011. Your provisions also state that you must successfully complete your final year in good standing. This means that you need to complete the courses that you enrolled in for spring with a minimum overall GPA for the semester of a 2.0. If fall or winter was your final term, then you must have received a minimum of 2.0 in that term. Your overall transfer GPA must be at least a 3.0 or a 3.5 for TAG students. Please note that we did not use any summer 2013 coursework you indicated on your application in the admissions decision. So if you were unable to enroll in the exact courses that you had indicated on your application for this summer, that is okay and it will not affect your admissions decision. If you do not meet your admissions provisions that I outlined on this slide, your admission offer may be withdrawn. Please contact us immediately if you have any concerns about your status or final term results. Next, we will discuss submitting your transcripts to the admissions office. Please make every effort to have all complete and official transcripts and your IGETSI certification, if that applies to you, sent to our office before July 1st. The official and final deadline is July 15th, but please try to have all official transcripts sent as soon as you can have them sent. If you have any international records, either for high school or university, remember that many schools close early for holiday, so please request these transcripts early. If you attended more than one college or university, you must submit and send a transcript from each institution. We must receive authentic, original transcripts from any overseas schools you attended, and they must be sent directly to UC San Diego. If you studied at a university outside of the United States, you must request an official record of your results in English to be sent directly from your institution to UC San Diego. High school transcripts are also required of all transfer students, even if you did not graduate high school or did not do well in high school. You must send an official final secondary record or leaving certificate sent directly from your school in a sealed envelope, even if it is from a school outside of the United States. The only exceptions are made in case of war or political upheaval resulting in destruction of school and/or records. If you took A-levels, you must also order your certifying statement of results from the examining board to be sent directly to UC San Diego. A result of C or better is required to be awarded transfer credit. Please do not send transcripts until all of your official spring grades have been posted to the transcript. If you plan to take summer courses, please send the official transcripts by July 1st with all of your coursework completed through spring 2013. And then you can send an additional transcript in August or September once the summer courses have been completed and posted to your academic record at the institution. Remember, please order your records early before your school closes for holiday. Your school being closed is not an acceptable reason for why your transcripts were not received on time, because we are providing you plenty of notice to order them early and submit them on time. This slide contains some frequently asked questions that people ask us. The first question is, I have changed my schedule. Is that okay? As I already discussed, what you will need to do is review your admissions provisions. If you have enough units and have completed the required English, math, and breadth courses, then you are likely okay. Another common question is, what if I get a D or an F in your final term? If your final term is still a 2.0 GPA and your overall GPA is a minimum of a 3.0 or 3.5 for TAG applicants, and it is not one of the above required courses, which would be English, math, or the breadth courses, then you should be all right. Another question that we commonly receive is, I got a C in English. What is the minimum acceptable grade? As already discussed, our international students must receive a B grade unless if you sat for the TOEFL between August and before February 2013 and scored at least an 83. Or if you sat for the IELTS, scored a minimum of a 7. Another question we receive is, what if I changed a class or dropped a class? And again, we ask you to review your provisions. If it's a simple swap within the same discipline, and you will still complete your provisions, then you should be okay. If it is not, then we recommend contacting us to discuss your situation. The final common question we receive is, can I go to summer school? And the answer is yes. It is a great idea to get started in different coursework. You must still meet your admissions provisions by the end of spring term, but you may continue to take classes during the summer to finish up GE courses or any major prerequisites. Consider UC San Diego summer session as an option. Their website is listed here. It's summersession.ucsd.edu to get a jump start on your UCSD experience. Next, we are going to talk about the U.S. visa application process, and my colleague Dulce will present on this section.
Hello again. Well, before I start the next section, I want to conduct a poll about whether or not you have already submitted your request for an I-20. So on your screen, you will see a question. Have you entered iPortal to submit your I-20 or DS 2019 request? Please select yes or no by clicking on one of the radio buttons. Okay, great. Looks like most of you still have not submitted your request for an I-20, so we will go over that shortly. To attend UC San Diego, international students must have an F1 or J1 status. To apply for an F1 visa, you will need an I-20 form. To apply for a J-1 visa, you will need a DS-2019 form. Both forms are issued by UC San Diego. If you have questions about the I-20 or DS-2019 process, please follow the website located at the bottom of the screen. You can also email itransfers@ucsd.edu if you have any questions. To request your I-20 or DS-2019, you will need to use the UC San Diego iPortal. iPortal is an online system where you can submit your I-20 request. This is very different from many schools in the United States. We do not have a transfer form that you need to complete. Our transfer I-20 request process is done primarily online. It is not a paper-based system. Please select the link from My Application to access iPortal. When you enter iPortal, you will be asked a series of questions. It will take 15 to 20 minutes to complete the online application. In addition, you will need to upload a copy of your passport page, a copy of your financial support letter, such as a bank statement from your parents or a financial support letter from your sponsor. So please prepare these documents ahead of time. Express mail fees are paid by the student, so please create an eShip Global account. The link is available on this screen, and your documents will be sent to you by express mail. You will need to create an eShip Global account first, because during the iPortal online application, you will be asked to enter your tracking number. Lastly, please submit your request for an I-20 no later than July 15 to allow enough time for processing and visa application if needed at the U.S. Embassy in your home country. To request your I-20 or your transfer I-20, there are 5 key steps. So please do the following. Step number 1, gather your documents. You will need to gather your passport biographical page, 2 financial support document such as a bank statement, number 3, your current I-20 from your school, 4, U.S. visa stamp in your passport, and 5, the I-94 card. Please scan these documents and create PDF documents so you can upload them directly to iPortal. Step number 2, you must request your current school to release your SEVIS record to UC San Diego. We cannot process your transfer I-20 request until your current school releases your SEVIS record to us. Please follow up with your international student advisor. The UCSD SEVIS school code is SND 214F000888000. Step number 3, you must then log into the iPortal. Again, you can access the link via myapplication.ucsd.edu. Once in iPortal, you will be asked several questions to process your transfer I-20 request. If you have any questions, please click on the Help button. that will be located on each page of the iPortal questions. The online application process should take about 15 to 20 minutes. Step number 4. The iPortal will ask you to upload all of the requested documents. So again, it's very important that you gather all of your documents, scan them, and create PDF documents so that you can upload them to iPortal. The documents that you will need will be your passport biographical page, financial support document such as bank statement, the current I-20 from your school including page 1 and 3, number 4, U.S. visa stamp in your passport, and the I-94 card. You will not be able to complete the application without uploading all the required documents in iPortal. So please gather your documents accordingly. Step number 5. After you have submitted your application via iPortal, please check your email account for messages regarding your Transfer I-20 request. You can also re-enter iPortal to check the status of your request. Please allow at least 10 to 15 business days after you submit a complete application to process your request. Questions can also be sent to itransfers@ucsd.edu. Next, we will discuss your housing options at UC San Diego. We highly recommend that transfer students live on campus apartments or residence halls during their years here at UC San Diego. It is very convenient and a great way to make friends, learn about campus resources, and stay connected to campus. Applications for on-campus housing will only be accepted online via My Application and from students who have been formally admitted and have accepted their admission to UC San Diego. The Department of Housing and Dining Services operates several housing complexes in an effort to provide the greatest degree of flexibility for students selecting their residence. Applications for on-campus housing will be available, again, through My Application. Housing is limited. Descriptions of these communities are available at the housing website. It's hdh.ucsd.edu. One example of a housing area that is specifically for transfer students is called the Village at Torrey Pines. So search for the Village when referring to the housing website. The UC San Diego Office of Off-Campus Housing offers a variety of resources for students looking for a place to live, including information on the neighborhoods in the area, advice on renting in San Diego, and searchable listings of apartments or rooms for rent. For more information, you may visit their website at offcampushousing.ucsd.edu or email them at offcampushousing@ucsd.edu. Meanwhile, you may need some assistance with short-term housing before finalizing your long-term housing arrangements. The International Center also has a housing resource on our website. The website is located on the screen now. You can also find options such as homestay exchange programs on this website. In addition, the International Center also offers many programs for you to get involved, succeed academically, connect with faculty members, and plan for your career. For more information about additional services provided by the International Center, feel free to visit iprograms.ucsd.edu. I will highlight two such programs now. One such program for international transfer students is the Triton International Leaders Program, or TILS. TILS is a peer mentoring program where international students are matched with current UC San Diego students who will serve as your mentor. Your mentor can provide information about the campus, resources, student life, and life in San Diego, and help you with questions that you may have during your first year at UC San Diego. There are many opportunities for you to meet with your mentor during weekly meetings and weekend activities. For more information, but also to apply for the program, please visit the TILS website, and the URL or link is located on this screen. The last program that I want to highlight is specifically designed for international transfer students, and that's the Orientation and Welcome Program. This will give you an opportunity to meet other international students, make new friends, and learn about UC San Diego resources. International Transfer Student Orientation is on Wednesday, September 18th, so please make sure you are here by then. From September 9th until the middle of September, we have our orientation assistants who are current UC San Diego students that will be available at the International Center to answer any questions that you may have. Please remember that the International Center orientation is mandatory and required of all international students. So please mark your calendars for Wednesday, September 18th for International Transfer Orientation. But please don't confuse the International Student Orientation with your individual college's mandatory orientation. College orientations are usually held in mid-September as well. The college orientation and the International Student Orientation are different, and each one is mandatory and requires your attendance. Please visit your college website to determine the mandatory orientation dates for your college. To summarize, here are important reminders for international transfer students. Please make sure that you log in to My Application, submit your Statement of Intent to Register, or SIR, pay your deposit, and submit your Statement of Legal Residence by June 1st. Send your official transcripts and official test scores by July 1st. Apply for your Transfer I-20 by July 15th. Complete the tuberculosis screening questionnaire by July 31st. Attend the mandatory International Center orientation on September 18, and attend the mandatory college orientation in mid-September. Again, please check your college website for those specific dates. We are now at the end of our webinar. On behalf of my colleagues, thank you very much for your time today. After this webinar, you will be asked to complete a short 5-minute survey. Please complete the survey because we will use your feedback when planning future webinars. This is the end of the formal presentation. We will stay online for the next 15 minutes or until 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please submit your questions in the question box, and we will respond via the chat function. In addition, we will post a recorded version of this webinar on our website and also post a copy of this PowerPoint in PDF version on our website. Thank you again, and please contact us if you have any questions. We look forward to meeting you in the fall, and again, congratulations on your admission to UC San Diego. Thank you.